This is one of the most important decisions every student faces. What uni to go to? With this video, I would like to start a new series about choosing the best uni. The most important thing is to start early. This is more important than anything else, because if you don't give yourself enough time to do the research and find the best uni for you, then you will have to be okay with the uni that's not the best, because you will not have enough time to meet all the entry requirements and other criteria that you must meet in order to be accepted. What I did is that I started in March of year 12, and I finalized my choices as the summer of year 12 started. So I came into year 13 with already my list of unis I'm going to apply to. When you start at the beginning of year 13, that's too late. You should know by the time you come to year 13 where you want to apply, so you can start slowly meeting those entry requirements and make the necessary steps to get there. Second thing is to consider all your options. People think that university is the only way you can go after you're done with your high school, but that's not true. You might also decide to do an apprenticeship, you might decide to travel abroad, do some volunteering, take a gap year. Consider all your options. Don't be just focused on going to university. Of course, if you are academic type and you enjoy studying and you know that this is going to be something beneficial for you, then go for it. But if you did not really like the end of your high school and you would prefer doing something else, then give it a go, try it. You can still apply next year to university. I'm not telling you not to apply to university, but there are other options, so consider all of them before you make the right choice for you. It's important that you do not just look on the rankings. It's very tempting to just go and search top 5 UK universities or the best universities in the US and apply to those, but you have considered many factors than just the prestige of the university. And when you want to be realistic, decisions made just based on the rankings is not going to get you into that university. So I'll be talking about those things later on in this video, but ranking is not everything. When you start your research, always check the cost of studying at that university first, so you will avoid disappointment later on. Because imagine you start searching for specific degrees, then individual courses, and you find a perfect one for you, and then you check the fees and you will realize that this is not affordable for you and you will be very disappointed. So it's really important that you check and look for unis around your budget, and if there is really one uni that's even more expensive than your budget, then try to find a scholarship or other financial help and different grants. There are some options, not always, but if you search enough, you might find something. So don't give up on your dreams. I'm not telling you to give up if it's a very expensive uni. You might still get there, but you have to make even more detailed search of different financial opportunities and help for students. Another thing is to consider studying abroad. I'm telling you from my experience, these 2 years at high school in England were life-changing, and the decision to keep studying abroad was natural for me. But for you guys who are in your countries, do not be scared to try to search outside of your country, to challenge yourself. You will become a completely different person. It's amazing. I will never regret my decisions to go abroad. It's amazing and you can just gain. So go and search. There are many options. You can still apply at your home country, but if you have 1 or 2 unis abroad and you get the offer from there, your life might change completely. Another thing is, do not limit yourself to make a list of top 5 unis you want to apply to. At the beginning, give yourself complete freedom. When I first started doing my university research, I had like 5 word pages of unis from all around the world, and then I just cut them. Keep your choices open. You can start with 50 universities and then cut them down, but give yourself the freedom at the beginning to search whatever you like. Make the list of as many unis as you like, and it's always easy to cut the list than to try to find last minute something which could be just good enough but not your dream choice. Something which might be obvious but people can forget it is to check the entry requirements. This is closely linked to the cost thing. You have to check cost first, but immediately after that also entry requirements, because you have to be realistic. And for example, if you're doing social sciences like geography, history and economics, you probably cannot study medicine at university because you don't have A-level chemistry, maths and biology. So this is really good time to speak to your teachers who can help you and kind of recommend you the best courses for you with subjects you take. It's gonna also save you so much mental effort when you will know that, okay, these opportunities, these degrees at university are not accessible to me because I picked different subjects. And this link to something I talked about in my previous videos, that depending on the subjects you chose for your sixth form, for example A-levels or any other type of exams you're gonna do, will restrict your opportunities at university. So it's really important that you pick subjects in the first place at your high school that will keep your options open. If you're not 100% sure that you want to study medicine or dentistry at university, do not take just A-level sciences, and keep yourself open with some other type of subject that will allow you to go to unis in other fields. When you found your unis, then what you have to do is also check some extracurricular activities and life outside of school, extracurricular activities, clubs, societies, and different activities you can participate in, because this is a big determinant of your chosen uni, because you don't want to study all the time, right? You want to also try different things. Maybe if there is a language school, you can learn a new language. Sports center, you might do some martial arts. So do your research and find some activities you would like to do outside of classes preparing for your university degree. Important thing is also to check if there are opportunities to do some internships or community projects, or maybe exchange abroad. It's always nice to have these options, because unis like this tend to have good relationships with other universities, different companies which might offer you a job after you graduate. So it's really good to know these things before you apply there. Another thing you cannot forget under no circumstances is accommodation, because it's a really crucial factor when you apply to uni. Whether the school will provide you some housing or you have to find something on your own, and also cost of the housing. This varies from uni to uni and country to country, so do your research to not be disappointed later on that you get the offer and then you realize you cannot afford the housing in the country. For example, in Netherlands, housing is really expensive, and my university is offering us housing as part of the degree, which is one of the reasons why I applied. So consider also this factor. Accommodation and where you are going to live is very important, and it's also closely related to living costs. So also, if you decide to go abroad, check how expensive it is to live in that country, day-to-day expenses, traveling, all this type of stuff. So these are the things that I consider as the most important when it comes to choosing your dream university, and I followed these tips and found my dream uni, which I will tell you about in the upcoming videos, so stay tuned. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be looking forward to see you in the next videos. Bye guys.